Good morning, and we're back. It's been a while. And I'm sure you guys have been wondering what the heck has been going on. And I really don't want to spend this wonderful, positive, beautiful spring morning talking about the past, but just a brief catch up. A lot of things have changed. In fact, what I'll do is I will schedule a live specifically to talk about the changes and why iHeart BBW has been offline and not really active. So for now, I wanted to keep it very positive, very peaceful, and get your coffee. We've got our coffee and our beautiful iHeart BBW tumbler. Also, get your water. We want to make sure that we are well hydrated. I am in my very comfortable yoga gear, ready to stretch, ready to breathe. I don't have any big news at this particular moment. But if you guys have anything that you want to share, just leave it right there in the comments, wherever it's at on your screen. I do want to say thank you guys for being patient. Thank you for being supportive. And thank you for your continued efforts to keep this alive. It's been a very difficult few months, but transitioning into something new is never easy, but there's always great things on the other side of that. And I want to be a beacon of light and positivity for people who are going through tough times and making some huge life decisions and not really sure how things are going to pan out. I can tell you there's light on the other side, whether you believe it in the midst of the moment or not. There's light on the other side. In fact, sometimes there's better things than you can ever imagine. So with that being said, I was trying to find some yoga or like exercise or whatever. So we're just going to wing it until we find a channel that provides us with some training, some guidance, because this is something new for me. I usually sleep until about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, some mornings. And so I have created a 30-day self-care guide. And part of my self-care is to wake up earlier. Instead of staying up until wee hours of the morning working and then sleeping in, I want to wake up earlier. They say the early bird catches the worm, so let's catch that worm. I'm getting my coffee. And another thing that's also on my self-care 30-day challenge is stretching, exercising, getting more movement into my day. There's also lots of other reasons for that, but we're not going to talk about it right here on YouTube. So yeah, good morning. Hydrating with one. Making sure we get that water and the caffeine, making sure we are wide awake. I don't know. This is just something I got inspired to do at Dark 30 this morning because I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was like, well, if I do go back to sleep, I'm going to sleep in. Because, it's usually between 6 and 9 is when I get that good 1 or 2 hours of hard sleep. And it's really, really hard to get up. So working on it. Oh, I can see myself on YouTube. Should we just do some music? Do they have a yoga station? Is there lo-fi maybe? Are we even allowed to listen to music? We'll just put it low. Minus the commercials. So I'm really excited to be coming back. I've had all these wonderful ideas and just was having a hard time finding creative direction, burnout, and I don't know if you guys have ever been in a state of like mental chaos. Like you have all these ideas and you want to do all these things. You want to be invited to events. You want to go all these places and get all this content and meet all these new people. But when it actually comes time to doing it, it's really hard to execute. And I know that sounds crazy because how hard is it to just get dressed and go somewhere? But when you are coming out of a dark space, or when you're coming out of a depression, or you're transitioning to a new lifestyle that's vastly different than the lifestyle that you had previously, it can be hard to re-enter into social spaces. And I've found that to be very, very true in this case. So just getting online, and I'll be honest with you, when you're in that space, especially when you're trying to figure out, you're facing your demons, you're trying to figure yourself out, you're trying to change habits, you're trying to do better, you're trying to grow and evolve. It's really hard to be live because one, you don't, like, for me, I don't want to spread any negativity. And when I'm in those spaces, I'm not exactly my best self. You know what I mean? I don't really have anything to positive to give. Two, I don't have any energy because I'm putting that energy into being a better, like creating a better, or like becoming a better version of myself. And to be honest with you, the last few years, I've spent a lot of time giving, and putting myself in positions to be an organizer, to be a leader, to do things for other people. And I wasn't taking care of myself. And that message is something I want to share with you all, because I think it's something that we all do at some point in our lives. We become, especially when you're a mother or a motherly figure, you have that maternal instinct. You become a caretaker for people, and you neglect the one person that's most important, and that's yourself. And that's what I did. And it's nobody's fault but mine. I should have prioritized my own self-care and been an advocate and beacon for my own personal well-being. And that was not being done. I was just not the best version of myself. And yeah, that's that's ultimately the end all be all. Like, it's not an excuse, it's just the truth. It's just what it is, you know what I mean? So, but I can say this. I'm in a much better space now. Like, I am so peaceful. I am so happy. I am so grounded and have grown and evolved. And I want different things for myself. And that's okay. I think that's also important to express, is that your needs will change. Your desires will change. Your goals will change. A lot of things in your life are going to change when you go through that transitional period. Also, I'm 49 now. And getting close to 50, my priorities change. And one of the things that changed for me was realizing that if I don't take care of my health, I'm not going to be around to do anything for anybody, especially the people that I care the most about, which, hi, Cameron, how are you? Which are my kids, and which I really don't talk about a lot, but something that's really important for me to share with you all is that I do I do have grown children. So, and they need me. They need me to be the strongest version of myself so that I can help them through their, adult life crisis, and just to be a good friend and a good guide. And, so I said all that to say that, getting to a better space was extremely and is extremely important so that I'm not tapping on 50 and out of gas, which is what was happening. I was running myself into the ground and really not focusing on my mental health. I wasn't focusing on what was really important to me. I had lost myself. I don't want to say that. I neglected myself. So, anyways, I am so happy to see you, Cameron. Who else is in here? Leave it down in the comments. I love seeing you guys comment. Right now, we're just kind of catching up on things, and I'm just letting you guys know that you need to take care of yourselves. Some other things that I've been doing are changing my lifestyle in terms of eating more healthy. And again, why I'm down here trying to do some stretches, even though I'm not stretching right now, is creating a more healthy lifestyle, daily routine, weighing myself, checking my blood sugar on a regular. I am diabetic, drinking more water. And the biggest thing for me is just trying not to be a toxic person while staying away from toxic people. And I think that's probably the biggest challenge. To be honest with you, that's probably the bigger challenge. I know you never avoided me, Cameron. You would never do that. But the biggest challenge for me is I bond with people very quickly, very easily. But sometimes I get so distracted in trying to help everybody else that it's not even really help. It's maybe that's my addiction. I don't know. I was actually watching Ordinary Angel, which is this movie where just go watch it. But anyways, there's an addiction to I forget what they call it, but like they call it like Captain Save-A-Ho. And I can't remember what they call it, superhero syndrome. And you can't help somebody if you yourself are drowning. If you yourself are in the midst, it's like when you go on the plane and they tell you have to put the mask on yourself first before you try to put it on someone else, because you could die in the process. You could go in the process of trying to save someone else, and then both of you end up, expiring. So, getting text messages. People want breakfast. Somebody wants a logo. So what have I been doing for work? So that's a really good question, because this one I struggled with, because last year I started doing a lot of management in terms of helping people with their OF and various clip sites, and helping them with like editing their content and texting fans and all, the whole gamut of running the back end for them so that they could focus on creating content. Where are the other people? Why does there have to be other people? This was a very impromptu live. I thought of it at like 6:30 this morning, and it's almost 8 o'clock. And by 7:40, I was live. So, but as I was saying, I lost my whole train of thought. Cameron. made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, I'm down here in my basement, which I have turned into a boutique. There's like mad clothes for Kari's closet over there that I need to take pictures of, measure, list, do the whole thing. I've got social media posts that I need to post. I've got a commercial that I need to finish. Like, my to-do list is super long. But let's take a few minutes just to stretch. I'm going to put you guys down on the floor. We're going to change positions. And try not to drop my iPad. Oh, that feels so good. I forgot to finish setting up. I got so excited about going live with y'all that I just really neglected everything else. Per usual. You know me. Actually, I am going to jump off of here. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for sticking around. And I would like to do this as much as possible. I think this is really important in terms of helping me, inspire me to finish my 30-day challenge, my 30-day self-care challenge. I'm also going to share it down in the link below. You can also get a copy of the 30-day self-care challenge. We can all do it together. Yay! But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Make sure you follow me on social media. This box right there.